Hello my dear students, please welcome. Now in the previous video we discussed about diffraction, and in the present video we found out its expression. Now what is diffraction of light? The phenomenon of bending of light around the corners of a small obstacle or aperture and its consequent spreading into a region of geometrical shadow is called diffraction of light. The phenomenon of bending of light around its corner of a small obstacle or aperture and its consequent spreading into the region of geometrical shadow is called diffraction of light. Now consider a plane wave front. W dash is the plane wave front. W dash is the wave front of monochromatic light normally incident on a narrow rectangular slit. B, the secondary wavelet spread out in all direction. Now the secondary wavelet is spread out in all direction. Now P is equal to path difference is equal to BP minus AP. BP minus AP is equal to BN is equal to AB sin theta, as AB is equal to AB is equal to D. So we put A at the place of AB, the D sin theta. Now P is equal to AB sin theta, as P the path difference. So the path difference is equal to D sin theta. Now the position for minima. Let the position P is so located that P is equal to lambda and theta is equal to theta 1. So D sin theta 1 is equal to lambda, as the wave front is divided into two parts. AB is equal to lambda, so AC equal to CB is equal to lambda by 2. These wavelets adds up destructively to produce a minima. So first dark fringe D sin theta 1 is equal to lambda, and for nth D sin theta n is equal to n lambda, where n is equal to 1, 2, 3. So theta n is equal to n lambda by D. Okay. Position for secondary maxima. Now the position for secondary maxima. Suppose the point P is so located that P is equal to 3 lambda by 2. Suppose the point P is so located that P is equal to 3 lambda by 2. So D sin theta 1 dash is equal to 3 by 2 lambda. For nth D sin theta n dash is equal to 2n plus 1 lambda by 2. So theta n is equal to, when angle is small, so sin theta n is equal to theta n dash is equal to 2n plus 1 lambda by 2d. Now the angular width of central maxima. What is the angular width of central maxima? The angular width of the central maxima is the angular separation, okay, between the direction of first minima on the two sides of central maxima. It is the position of central maxima to the angular separation between the direction of first minima on the two sides of central maxima is called angular width or angular width of central maxima. So it is represented by 2 theta. So 2 theta barabar 2 lambda by D, as is equal to theta is equal to lambda by T. So 2 theta is equal to 2 lambda by D, and the linear width of central maxima beta 0 is equal to D into 2 lambda, where D is equal to distance between the screen and the slit. So linear width of central maxima is equal to beta 0 is equal to D into 2 theta, as D is equal to D and 2 theta is equal to 2 lambda by D. So 2D lambda by 2D. It is the linear width of central maxima. Now intensity distribution curve. It is the graph between the intensity of maxima and minima against the diffraction angle theta. The graph shows or the graph plot between the intensities of maxima and minima against the diffraction angle theta. Now, as one ray optics is the limiting case of wave optics or limitation of ray optics. ठीक है. Now the ray optics is the limiting case of wave optics. As we know that theta is equal to lambda by d. If screen is placed at distance d, then beam spread out a linear with x is equal to d lambda by d, where x is spreading of beam. If the diffraction spread x is small, if the spreading is small, then concept of ray optics is valid, and if spreading is large, then the concept of ray optics is not valid. So we concluded that ray optics is the limiting case of wave optics. If aperture of size d is equal to, as for example, the aperture of size d is equal to 10 millimeter, lambda wavelength of light is equal to 6 into 10 to the power minus 7 meter, and it travels the distance d is equal to 3 meter, then the spreading is d lambda by d is equal to 3 into 6 into 10 to the power minus 7 divided by 10 into 10 to the power minus 3, and the result becomes 0.18 millimeter. Now the spreading is not large, so the ray optics is varied. In examination we concluded at that part, ठीक है ना, and we ends it. But if we elaborate it, the distance at which the diffraction spread out a beam is equal to the size of aperture is called Fresnel distance, and if the distance is less than Fresnel distance, then the spreading of light is small and wave optics is valid. If x is equal to d, d is equal to df, so d is equal to df lambda by d, so df is equal to d square by lambda. As d is less than df, spreading is very small and ray optics is valid. So we concluded that the ray optics is the limiting case of wave optics. And in the last session we start about polarization. In the next video we discuss about polarization. Till then, goodbye, good day.